Incredible number of cases all at one time.
Ingham County Health Officer Linda Vale says the health department is cracking down on the spread of COVID-19 in the Michigan State University community. She's strongly recommending that MSU students self-isolate for 14 days. And that there's also a mandatory lockdown on 30 large houses identified as COVID-19 exposure sites.
I get it that experiences are very different right now and that it's sad and that it's hard. But we just need a few weeks of strict adherence to these things, and then we can move on to some sort of semblance of normal.
Everyone living on the properties are being ordered to quarantine immediately by an emergency order. Of the 30 properties, 23 are fraternity and sorority houses and 7 are large rental homes. People who live in the houses are being told not to leave the house unless getting medical help, and no one who lives outside of the houses can enter unless providing an essential service. Jacob Pavlak is from Bay City and a junior at MSU. He hopes people start to take COVID-19 seriously so he can go back to class.
I would much rather be in class, I would say. I think that it's a lot easier to learn. It's a lot easier to study, especially like getting help. Senior year, I hope that we go back to in-person classes.
Pavlak does not live in one of the houses that has an emergency lockdown, but he says he will be abiding by the recommended self-isolation for the next 14 days. Vale says that younger people can get really sick from COVID and that MSU students make up the majority of the cases right now.
But we're seeing myocarditis, we're seeing strokes, we're seeing some other kinds of really dramatic things that can happen in young people. It doesn't happen very often, but do you want to be the one that had the party where one person became that person? I don't think you do.
That was Rachel McCrary reporting violation of the order could result in up to 6 months behind bars and or a fine of $200. Now, police can arrest someone if they witness the quarantine being violated or they have reason to believe there was a violation.